लोगों की प्रॉपर तरीके से फाइनेंशियल प्लानिंग नहीं थी. सो इट इज रियली वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू हैव दैट. ओके. इज योर इंश्योरेंस एंड इन्वेस्टमेंट सेपरेट? अगेन वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फ्रेंड्स. if I see most of and when we do portfolio review, 40% पोर्टफोलियो हम ऐसा देखते हैं कि कुछ ऐसे प्लान्स लिए हुए हैं जहाँ पे ना ही आपको प्रॉपर लाइफ कवरेज मिल रहा है, ना ही आपको प्रॉपर रिटर्न्स आ रहा है. वी एंड अप बाइंग एंडाउमेंट प्लान्स, वी एंड अप बाइंग यूलिप प्लान्स. इंश्योरेंस समझ के हम लेते हैं. बट लेट्स सपोज आप 1 लाख रुपया प्रीमियम दे रहे हो, यू आर गेटिंग अ लाइफ कवर ऑफ 15 lakhs. इज दैट 15 lakhs गुड एनफ फॉर यू और योर फैमिली मेंबर्स? यस और नो. आपके जाने के बाद कभी कुछ हुआ, इज 15 lakhs गुड और नो? डेफिनेटली नो.
नो.
सो प्लीज टेक अ टर्म इंश्योरेंस. और इंश्योरेंस और इन्वेस्टमेंट्स को सेपरेट करिए. दोनों को मिला देंगे, इट इज लाइक आप सब्जी और दाल दोनों मिला के खा रहे हो. neither you will get the flavor of dal nor the flavor of sabzi. So please ensure that we separate. Are you investing for your financial goals? Why goals are very very important? Because अगर आपको goals पता है, आपके product choice में the financial product that you choose will be very very perfect. Let's suppose if you want to take a holiday after maybe 1 year, 2 years or 3 years, और वो planning, वो investment अगर आप equity से कर लोगे तो वो risky हो जाएगी. Okay. But again, if you are planning your child's education with FD, that will certainly be risky because वहाँ पे interest rate का बहुत बड़ा risk आ जाता है. Okay. Then, are you investing for your child's future? Very important. Education के लिए save करना आज के date में it is very important because the inflation rate in the education sector is very very high. Okay, is your portfolio balanced? And this is what we'll focus on today to ensure कि हमारा portfolio balanced रहे and becomes a all season portfolio. And have a sufficient term insurance. ज़्यादा मत लीजिए और वो 100 years का term insurance मत लीजिए. Please, I see a lot of people taking term insurance up to 100, which is completely redundant. Don't take anything beyond 670 years, beyond your maximum 75. People who are salaried, they don't even prefer up to 670 75. लगता है कि अगर हम 60 तक if I'll work, definitely I'll save that much, which will take care of me for my retirement. So please adequate लीजिए. Adequate is like 10 to 15 times of your household expenditure. If your monthly household expenditure is 1 lakh rupees, annual मान लीजिए आपका 12 लाख होता है, तो 12 लाख का 10 to 15 times 1 to 1.5 crores is what you should take. Okay. आपको बोला जाता है कि नहीं आप 20 टाइम्स ले सकते हो, 20 टाइम्स मैक्सिमम, बट यू शुड बाय अ टर्म लुकिंग एट योर एक्सपेंडिचर का 10 to 15 टाइम्स लीजिए. दैट इज द आइडियल पार्ट. एंड टैक्सेबिलिटी वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. अभी नया टैक्स, ओल्ड टैक्स दोनों इंडिया में आ गया है. लॉट ऑफ पीपल आर कंफ्यूज्ड. सो व्हाइल डूइंग योर टैक्स प्लानिंग, प्लीज इंश्योर करिए कि हम नया और ओल्ड दोनों को एक बार कंपेयर कर ले, एंड जिसमें बेटर आ रहा है, and taking into consideration whether you are planning to buy a house in future, you can choose to stay between old and new. So please do it very very thoroughly. Okay. And give yourself a score. You don't need to share in chat. It is just for our own realization कि हाँ भाई ठीक है, अभी हम यहाँ पर है, अब हमको यहाँ से यहाँ जाना है. द मोमेंट इट्स लाइक सिंपल. आप अगर जिम जाते हो तो सबसे पहले वो आपसे कुछ क्वेश्चंस पूछता है, एंड यू प्रिपेयर अ चार्ट एंड देन से ओके यू स्टार्ट फ्रॉम दिस प्लेस. सो दिस इज starting point, I would rather say. ठीक है. Perfect. And why asset allocation, why savings is very very important, friends? Because what is happening today, when I interact with a lot of people, when I do session across different companies, जो मेजर चीजें क्या हो रही है आज के टाइम पे, आप देखिए जो रेड लाइन है, दिस इज द स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग, एंड दिस ऑरेंज लाइन इज अवर हमारा सेविंग्स. बिकॉज आवर स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग जैसे ही हम अर्न करते हैं, स्पेशली आज के जो भी यंगर जनरेशन है, उनका स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग इमीडिएटली हाई हो जाता है. लाइफ ऐसे ही स्टार्ट होती है एजुकेशन लोन से, उसके बाद क्रेडिट कार्ड लोन, कार लोन, और वो चलता ही रहता है. एंड प्राइमरली व्हाट हैपेंस, एक स्ट्रेस माइंड में बिल्टअप हो जाता है. एंड so many studies have been conducted in India, internationally, where they say that कि अगर आपके माइंड में स्ट्रेस है, आपकी प्रोडक्टिविटी 20 से 30% will come down, and this will reduce your productivity, creativity, and certainly एक स्ट्रेस रहता है अपने बैक ऑफ द माइंड में, अरे यार ये लोन पे ऑफ करना है. ओके. सो इंस्टेड ऑफ गोइंग दिस वे वेयर लाइफ थोड़ा सा स्ट्रेसफुल रहे, हम सेव कर भी रहे बट समहाउ उतना सफिशिएंट नहीं हो, rather it is better to consistently upgrade your standard of living. तो एक साथ मत करिए, consistently upgrade करिए. your savings will also keep on growing, and a point will come, when multiplication happens on your savings very very fast. We will see power of compounding, uska kya benefit hota hai. We'll take care of this concept later on. But once the multiplication happens very very fast, aap dekhoge ek point aayega when your savings will surpass your standard of living. And this is what we are earning for. Sometimes I ask people, when do you wish to retire? They say 40, 45. But again, if you wish to retire at 50, 55, you need to ensure that yes, you have created this, you have attained financial freedom. Financial freedom मतलब ये नहीं है कि भाई हम काम करना छोड़ देंगे. It's not like that. It's that okay, now you have created your own financial clone. Abhi, let's suppose if I have Dinkar here, so one, Dinkar is earning out of his salary, and Dinkar has created his financial clone जहाँ से Dinkar is getting income out of his investment income. तो अभी क्या हो गया, Dinkar is getting income from two sources. He is mentally relieved. His creativity, productivity will improve many fold, because now he is not working purely for the sake of money, and mentally, he is at a very, I would say, a peaceful mind. And how to do that, friends? Three simple pillars. It is not at all tough. Again, I keep telling it, almost in all my sessions. Three pillars. First is protection, accumulation, distribution. Protection में simple, buy a term insurance, buy a health insurance and emergency fund maintain करिए. अगर कोविड जैसा कुछ भी सिचुएशन आया, अगर आपके पास टर्म इंश्योरेंस है, अगर हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस है और 6 महीना का इमरजेंसी फंड है, सर्टेनली आपका लाइफ बहुत स्मूथ रहेगा. आपको जो भी प्रॉब्लम्स आएगी, इट विल बी टेकन केयर ऑफ. वंस दिस बेसिक पिलर्स आर रेडी, then you move towards asset allocation. I'll mute everybody. Yeah. So once this basic pillar is set up, then you move towards asset allocation. अपना goal set करिए और portfolio rebalancing. Then you should go. And third is nominations, and maybe if required will and all, whatever it is. But please ensure आप जहाँ भी investment कर रहे हैं, nominee should be there. I think day before yesterday I shared the data. Almost 20 to 30,000 crores of money is lying, unaccounted. उनके कोई nominees नहीं है. Nobody are claimant. It is lying in investor protection and education trust with government of India. So please ensure nominee है. After marriage, अगर name change हुआ है तो उसको करवा लीजिए. We tend to delay these things. This is very common, and but sometimes it may become a problem. In fact, when I left job, तो कुछ मेरे म्यूचुअल फंड्स में पुराने बैंक के आईडी थे. बट आफ्टर 5 years, इतना वो डिले हो जाता है. खुद का ही पर्सनल बता रहा हूँ. फिर लास्ट में जाके I did that change when I get all these messages and I keep reading. So please ensure that हमारा email, mobile, nominee, everything is in place. Hardly take 1 minute, but it really becomes very easy managing. Wow. So next comes, when we talk about building a portfolio, friends, what is more important? What is, I think, most important thing? Let's suppose if you want to chase 350 runs and 50 overs का match है, तो अपने को क्या चाहिए? We need a good start. We need ones and twos in the middle overs, and last में a strong finish is required. Which is again, when we attain towards a retirement planning, we need a good healthy corpus. So again, taking an analogy from cricket, how we should do that and how we should manage our asset allocation, how we should do that. So again, when we talk about ones and twos, fours and sixes is a winning combination. So first thing, which is most important thing, is identifying your goals. आप जो भी investment कर रहे हो, please goal को analyze करिए, identify करिए. That is the reason today, even if we do a small investment, some 10,000 की भी investments अगर कर रहे किसी की SIP, we prepare a one-page goal-based financial plan, so that at least we understand what is the purpose of that saving. If that money is required after 3 years, definitely I'll not put into equities. I'll take a slightly conservative approach, a debt, equity, or maybe balanced fund or something, because I know ये पैसा चाहिए आपको 3 साल के अंदर चाहिए या 6 महीना का पैसा है. So it really makes sense. So identify your goals, whether you want to buy for your even like a small appliances, mobile, tablets, holidays. Medium term goals, 5 से 7 साल बाद आपको हाउस डाउन पेमेंट के लिए पैसा एक्यूमुलेट करना है. Start saving from now, because उस समय when you go to bank at least 80% आपको लोन मिल जाएगा, but 20% you need to have yourself, and don't sell your investments. In fact, it's better कि आप उस समय plan करिए. I see people redeeming their PF in order to buy house. That is again the worst mistake. We should never do that. कभी वो मत करिए. Long-term goals, child education, retirement, we should plan very, very thoroughly, and we will understand later on what all product mix should be there when we talk about, taking all these goals into consideration. Risk appetite, very, very important. When we talk to people, जब हम बात करते हैं, सब लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं, हम तो यार रिस्क टेकर है, हम रिस्क ले सकते हैं. बट ऑनेस्टली अभी इस मार्केट में, when मार्केट तेजी का मार्केट है, people are really taking risk. They are putting everything into equities. जो भी आ रहा है यार, सब equity से manage करेंगे. But trust me, current we are seeing a current bull market. We don't know how long it will last, certainly. But again, correction is evident. Could be 1 year, after 1 year, after 2 years, we never know. But be prepared for it, and take calculated risk. I met one gentleman, I think some 1 month back. He has invested 50% of his investments into crypto. And he said that, I have shares of my ESOPs and all, and that will take care of. I say, boss, आप crazy हो गए हो क्या? 50% crypto में लेके चले गए, just like, you are taking a huge gambling bet. Please don't put everything into one basket. Understand, anticipate the risk. Last year जैसा एक massive correction आया था, 2008 था, 2011 था. So ऐसा नहीं है कि correction नहीं आएगा, हो सकता है 2 साल बाद आए. But risk में रह के, if we try and achieve our goal, that is the best thing, and this is what, we should strive to do it. Again, when I talk about equity or risky, which is more risky? Yes, which is more risky? Is equity risky? कि equity ज़्यादा risky है कि FD risky है?
Equity.
Risky. Perfect. Correct. Yes. What about others? I just got 2 answers. आप chat box में भी type कर सकते हैं.
Equity.
Equity. Okay. Great.
Definitely equity.
Definitely equity. ठीक है.
In a given scenario of fixed, even FD is risky.
Okay, perfect.
Because the banks nowadays, they say there is some problem, they wind up, then only. So those kind of risk is still higher nowadays.
Okay. Okay, Prateek is.
Dada, I think it depends upon the time period as well.
Yeah. Perfect.
The investment of time period as well, because equity over a long period of time does become, less riskier than in a short period of time, as per my personal experience, maybe.
Correct. No, so what you said, I was also about to, come to an end that, both are risky, provided you understand where to put FD, where to put equity. Let's suppose today, if I want to buy a car after 1 year, and if I'm investing via equity, and if the market goes down by, 30-40%, मेरा car planning delay हो जाएगा अगला 2 साल जब तक market recover नहीं होगा. Correct? So, short-term goals, always, do it with fixed income products like FDs or something, debt funds. But long-term, trust me, equities are really very risky product. If you do your retirement planning via FD, or if you do your child's education planning via FD, this will be the biggest risk that you would be taking in our life. Why? Primarily because of inflation and interest rate risk. FD में भी risk होता है, interest rate नीचे जाने का risk होता है. आज से 10 साल पहले इंडिया में FD rate was around 10%. Today the FD rate is 5%. And you take my words, after 5 years it would be again 2 to 3%. Because the more we are moving towards a developed economy, interest rate has to come down. In Singapore it is 0.25%. In US it is 0. In Japan it is negative. And in Europe also it is, certain countries it is negative. This is the global scenario. And if you are talking about, India maybe being a developed nation, interest rate has to come down. तो अगर आप 20 साल की प्लानिंग एफडी से कर रहे हो तो डेफिनेटली इट इज अ रिस्की प्रोडक्ट. बट हाँ, अगर 2 साल की प्लानिंग इक्विटी से कर रहे हो तो वो भी रिस्की है. सो लॉन्ग टर्म इक्विटीज, शॉर्ट टर्म एफडीज और डेट फंड्स, whatever short term instruments we get, or a bond 1 year 2 year, it is okay. So that is why I said, your goal planning is very, very important. You should know this much amount of money I need after 2 years, this much money I need after 15 years, this much money I need after 20 years, so that it can, really be beautifully planned. And that is where mostly we go wrong. I see people वो short term planning equity से करते हैं. कि यार 2 साल बाद चाहिए, अभी तो यार पैसा थोड़ा फटाफट कमाना है, लेट्स पुट मनी इनटू इक्विटी, एंड दे लूज अ लार्जर चंक ऑफ मनी, एंड फॉर their education planning or maybe retirement planning, they'll keep an FD or a bond, or maybe an insurance product, ULIP plan where you get 5% return. You pay premium for 15 years, you will get money after 21 years. If you see the returns, none of the endowment plans in India are giving more than 5.5% return right now. Very few. Maybe some plans could give 6.5, but most of the plans, they are not giving, average plans not 5.5. So this is the biggest mistake sometimes we do. And एक बार ऐसा है कि आप इंश्योरेंस प्रोडक्ट में एंटर मार गए तो एग्जिट करना भी बहुत मुश्किल है. So it is again very much required that you know how much money you need for what purpose you are investing. Okay. So as we were talking about, team selection is very, very important. In cricket, you need an all-rounder, you need batsman, bowler, and similarly, when it comes to your fund selection, choice of fund and fund category really becomes really very, very important. That how much amount you should put into which asset class, and this is the reason why asset allocation is very, very important, friends. Just concentrate on this slide. I think last year somebody shared, I got this presentation from IDFC Mutual Fund. This particular slide was there, and it really changed the way I used to make portfolio and the entire perception. What study was being done US and across in the global markets, and what they found out, 92% of the return which a person generate in his portfolio is determined by effective asset allocation. And how much time asset allocation take? Suppose if we are sitting for 1 hour, we can decide, okay, 30% debt, 60% equity, 20% gold, 30, 65, whatever, it will not take much of a time. But most of the time goes in, security selection, timing the market, and which does not impact the market. If you look at a long-term return across all mutual funds, hardly there is a 2 to 3% deviation. 10 साल का average return आप ले लेंगे, even top 5, top 10 funds का भी ले तो 2% का ज़्यादा difference होता है. But if you choose to stay 50% into debt and 20% into equity, and if you do a wrong asset allocation, the chance of going wrong would be much, much higher. And timing the market, trust me, this is the biggest mistake probably everybody has done in our life. In fact, we have also done some time when we received money from the client, we said, yaar, abhi to market bahut high hai, just wait and wait for a correction, we will put. But almost every time, time and again, it has proved that timing the market is something next to impossible, and we should avoid doing that. Yes, fund selection, definitely we should do some research and find out, okay, which are the funds in top 5 quartile, which are the funds which are most consistent, and we should choose that. But again, asset allocation determines 92% of the return. So please do it very, very thoroughly. Just sit and calculate, okay, this is money which is parked in gold, XYZ, equity, and what is the overall asset allocation? Is it what you are comfortable with? And then draft it. Very, very important. So friends, these are the buckets. If I look at from a return, from product return to product risk, if I have to plot it, it really makes sense. So this is what we should take into consideration. FDs, we can expect a return of 5%. Rather than bank FDs, I would suggest we should go for some corporate FDs of Bajaj Finance, HDFC Housing, which are really very solid companies, and they're giving almost 2% above than what SBI or HDFC Bank is giving. So I think you should look forward to that. Gold should be there in portfolio to the tune of 10 to 15%. Why? We'll just see in the latest next slide. But again, instead of buying physical gold, I would suggest, मेरा request रहेगा, sovereign gold bond खरीदिए government of India का, because you get 2.5% return आपको मिल रहा है per annum. Returns are completely tax free at the end, and plus there is no excise duty, XYZ. It is completely comes free of all the duties. Plus there is no cost of holding that gold by buying a locker or something. It is completely there in your demat format. Debt funds, when I talk about debt funds, it is just like a PF. So PF is something really very critical, and trust me, your employee provident fund is one of the best product where you should start investing. And up to 2.5 lakh, which is now the ceiling limit, below which your interest will not be taxable. So please ensure, typically all those people who are in salary, you can increase your PF up to 2.5 lakhs. For someone like us, we do part into employee provident fund, part we do through ELSS tax savings. So that strategy can be determined. Hybrid funds, very very important. So अभी ये सारे जो थे ना, FDs, debt, gold, ये सब defensive हो गए. These are like Rahul Dravids in your portfolio. Okay, so you may have one or two Rahul Dravids in your portfolio, but again, you need to have a hybrid category fund, which is like, which has a mix of debt and equity. So either you can have debt, or you can choose somewhere a hybrid category, which is a mixture of debt and equity. So these are like all-rounder kind of a funds, whereby even if market goes down, like even in last COVID, when markets was down 20, 30, 40%, these funds were down to the tune of 8%, 9%, because they have a mix of debt and equity. And market ऊपर भी जाता है तो definitely ये लोग 50% ऊपर नहीं जाते हैं. They go to the tune of 20, 25% and not more than that. So for someone who is a very startup, जो अभी enter ही किए हैं market में and they wanted to test and understand equities, definitely hybrid fund is a better play. Within equities also, you have a lot of categories: large, mid, small, flexi cap. Again, अगर ज़्यादा you don't want a much variation, flexi cap is a good category. Large cap will invest in Nifty 50 companies. Mid cap will invest in growing companies. I'll show some of the examples of how to create a portfolio and how to do asset allocation. I will do that. Anurag, REITs will come as a part of a debt only. Okay, so REIT will come as a part of debt because it gives you around fixed kind of a return. So REIT, PF, debt mutual funds, it comes as a part of a debt only. Real estate, again, I have considered as if, we are taking it for investment purpose, where we get a rental income as well as, so it will come somewhere under, debt and hybrid category kind of a thing. So yes, I should have included one asset class, real estate, and REITs, if I take as a alternative, we get around 7 to 8% return. It should form a part of the debt part. So yes, real estate I'll include somewhere between debt and hybrid. Before moving to hybrid equity, I'll include that. And hybrid, again, mutual equity mutual funds. As I said, you have large, mid, small, flexi cap. Flexi cap is a combination which has a mixture of large, mid, small. So if you don't want a separate category of funds, you want one small, one large, one mid, we can take flexi cap. So there the fund manager has the flexibility. He can move from large cap to mid cap to small cap, depending upon wherever he sees that, yes, okay, the wind is swinging towards small cap. Okay, now have a slightly more accumulation of small cap, and he can do. And direct equities. Definitely there is no comparison to direct equities. But again, when we take direct equities into account, we should, when we take direct equities into account, it should form a part of your, portfolio. And you should be aware to what extent you are buying direct equities. You should carefully review the profitability of the companies, because certain companies we have seen growing from, small to multi-bagger, and certain companies we have seen, going from, large companies like DHFL or something like that, AAA rated, becoming NPAs or Yes Bank like thing. So we need to review the portfolio very, very much. So if you can do that, yes, definitely, equities are like power plays. अभी अगर मैं इसको क्रिकेट के एनालॉजी में आपको समझाऊं तो सिंपल है, योर NPS, your PF are all a part of a debt kind of a fund. NPS, you have a hybrid category also, so it form a part of, आप hybrid choose करो चाहे debt choose करो, वो option है आपके पास, but it is either a debt fund or a hybrid category fund, NPS. Okay, और ये जो भी आपके PF है, debt funds है, gold है, FDs है, ये आपके हो गए defensive products. And then equities is just like, your Sehwags and all, hitting 4s and 6s, and you should have certain element of equities and keep a track of the company's profitability quarter on quarter. When you are buying a company, we need to see certain attributes. Okay, what is the speciality about that particular company, what is the competition, what is the profit margins, and all other things. Okay, and perfect. So again, so this is what, elevations of asset allocation. We should have asset allocation in our portfolio very, very thoroughly, because entire money if you put into equities, or agar 2020 jaisa
आइसक्रीम खा ली ना तो मग आम्ही एकदम भयंकर झालो ना ठीक आहे ना. देख मैं तो
Sorry for that. I can't serve you ice cream right here. So perfect. So different elevations we need to take into account while we are drawing a portfolio, and we'll play a game also. And again, abhi equities mein ek aur element aa gaya, I forgot, which is international fund. Again, the need was not much. आज से 10 साल पहले people didn't talk about international fund, but why it is very very important nowadays? What is the need of having an international fund and in our portfolio? मैं equity की बात करूँ, आप normal equity mutual funds आप international funds के through enter कर सकते हो. You can do SIP in international funds. Now you can also buy direct equities also. A lot of banks in India, they have tied up with global brokerages. You can directly buy shares of Apple, Google, Amazon. But what is the need in today's context? Because even if you look at our lifestyle, it is completely driven by all these products. Today's morning में सबसे पहले हम उठ के क्या करते हैं friends? हम अपना phone check करते हैं, correct? We check our phone. So typically WhatsApp makes money out of it, or Facebook, और अगर Google Android use कर रहे हैं, they make money out of it. And again, जैसे मैं desktop laptop अपना open करता हूँ, तो either I'm using an Infosys software, I'm using Zoom. Zoom is also a US company. I'm using Microsoft Windows. मैं Lenovo का laptop use कर रहा हूँ. हम लोग Facebook से, we chat, we communicate, we watch movies on Amazon and Netflix. So completely, we are driven by the performance of these companies, and interestingly, these companies will do well, profitability will grow, and we will make more money, out of it. And this is the reason why in last 1 year, all these companies have gone up 60-70%, have given 60-70% return. So when we are buying, anything, any stock, we should thoroughly check whether, it is being consumed or not. I'll show a small, simple video. Very interesting in terms of lot of time लोग पूछते हैं stock selection कैसे करें. Okay, so a lot of time.
Sir, as I am having one question.
Yeah, we'll take at the end. Is it okay?
Okay, sir.
Okay, we'll take at the end. Okay, yeah. So, or you just put it in the chat box. We'll surely take it at the end. Okay, na?
Okay, sir.
Perfect. So a small video I'll play which talks about what to buy, what not to buy. A lot of time people say yaar kya le. So I think this video will give answer to all those questions. I think one video not playing. Let me just try the other one. Yeah, is this visible?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So the morning when we start our day, आप अपना pick up your phone, Airtel or Reliance Jio makes money out of it. 7 a.m. we brush our teeth either with Patanjali or Colgate. Patanjali is also coming up with an IPO. Colgate makes money out of it. 8 बजे आप कोई भी बिस्किट खा रहे हो, ब्रिटानिया या ITC, they make money out of it. 9 बजे आप ऑफिस जा रहे हो, यूजिंग अ व्हीकल, वो व्हीकल चाहे मारुति की है चाहे हीरो होंडा की है, they make money out of it. 10 बजे आप ऑफिस का एक सिस्टम खोलते हो, माइक्रोसॉफ्ट विंडोज हो चाहे इन्फोसिस हो, they make money out of it. 11 बजे आपको एक क्रेडिट आता है, किसी ने भी आपको पैसे भेजे हैं, कोटक महिंद्रा बैंक्स मेक मनी आउट ऑफ इट. अभी 12 बजे if your loan gets approved, you feel very happy, but actually HDFC Bank makes money out of it. Okay, 1 बजे if you tell your staff to deliver something to go to another office, Hero Honda makes money out of it. वो डिलीवरी कर रहा है, वो पैसे बना रहा है. 2 बजे after lunch, come out of our office, we take money from ATM, so ICICI Bank makes money out of it. 3 बजे maybe you want to courier something, you are using Fevicol, pasting it. Pidilite is a company which manufactures Fevicol, which has a brand, they make money out of it. 4 बजे you just look outside your office window and just looking at the weather, टाटा स्टील से वो बनी हुई है विंडो, टाटा स्टील हैज मेक मनी आउट ऑफ इट। 5 बजे योर स्टाफ इज कमिंग बैक टू द ऑफिस यूजिंग अ फ्लाईओवर व्हिच इज मेड बाय L&T। L&T ने पैसे बनाए उस फ्लाईओवर से। 6 बजे आप अपने दोस्तों या कलीग के साथ एक कॉफी की चुस्की लेते हो ऑफिस में या भी घर पे ले रहे हो, सो नेस्कैफे और ब्रू मेक्स मनी आउट ऑफ इट। 7 बजे आप जब ऑफिस से निकलते हो, एंटायर स्क्रीन इज फ्लडेड विद लाइट्स, सो फिलिप्स और मे बी हैवेल्स मेक मनी आउट ऑफ इट। 8 बजे आप घर पे घुस रहे हो, आप फैन चला रहे हो, आइदर बजाज और मे बी हैवेल्स और क्रॉम्पटन, दे मेक मनी आउट ऑफ इट। आप रात को 9 बजे कोई टैबलेट ले रहे हो, डीवी, सन फार्मा और दे मेक मनी आउट ऑफ इट। 10 बजे हम रात को डिनर थोड़ा ज़्यादा लेट हो गया इस वीडियो में, तो इवन इफ वी आर डूइंग, वी आर ईटिंग आशीर्वाद आटा और मे बी ब्रिटानिया चीज, दे मेक मनी आउट ऑफ इट। एंड रात को सोने से पहले हम एक एसी ऑन करते हैं, इट कुड बी अ वोल्टास। इस एसी में कंप्रेसर होता है व्हिच इज मेड आउट बाय बाइक्यूमेंस टू मेक मनी आउट ऑफ इट। सो फ्रेंड्स, थ्रू आउट द डे व्हाट आर वी डूइंग? और जो मैंने आपको दिखाया, एक्चुअली व्हाट वाज दिस, ये क्या था? यस, व्हाट वाज दिस? जो मैंने आपको दिखाया एक्चुअली में ये क्या था? व्हाट वाज दिस?
We are the consumers for all these particular brands, and we are making them earn from morning 6 a.m. to night 11 p.m. Yeah.
So why don't you invest in those companies which you are consuming and people in and around you are consuming? Getting it? Look at why people, Apple prices, Google prices, or maybe price of Maruti or Eicher Motors have gone up because people are consuming these products. So बहुत बार आपके दिमाग में आता है यार क्या खरीदे, क्या स्टॉक ले? So answer is within yourself. You know the answer. कि बॉस जो मेरे आसपास लोग कंज्यूम कर रहे हैं, we should buy. Look at last 1 year how IT companies have almost double, triple, and any fund you pick up, any mutual funds भी आप pick कर लो, IT funds 100% return है एक साल का. And we know after COVID everything has got digitalization, every damn thing is happening online. But how many of us made aggressive or maybe have taken additional
But I have one point, Saurabh, that already the prices of these shares have are high. It's too late now to invest in that.
You never know, ma'am. This could be the starting point, or it can go from 3. See, TCS, every time people are saying that prices are high, but every time it makes a new high. Look at Wipro, look at Infosys. So you have to look at price se zyada you look at the consumption. That's what I'm trying to say through this video.
Okay.
Look at what people are consuming. Okay, prices are high, but if you can visualize that more consumption of these technology and products will happen in next 1 to 2 years, definitely they are going to do well. So that's the point which I'm trying to make. हो सकता है आपको लग रहा है कि नहीं बहुत बढ़ गया, अभी यहाँ नहीं लेना है. Okay, if not IT, then what next? Okay, what will drive? Suppose अभी हमको EV लग रहा है, so let's start thinking that okay, if electrical vehicle EV is going to play a big role, so we should start maybe taking small position and allocation into companies which are into EV space. Okay.
Okay.
So this is why asset allocation is something very, very important, and it does not require in portfolio, but stock में भी asset allocation होना जरूरी है. That you should not have सारे एक ही products के, you should not have the stocks of one same sector. वहाँ पे भी asset allocation होना बहुत जरूरी है. Sometimes I see people only having IT company का stock या only having steel stocks, but again that should be avoided, or only having banking stocks. So again, a diversification, asset allocation is needed at that end. एक तो overall asset allocation बहुत दरकार है हम लोग को, that we should have gold, FDs, debt, equities, and within equities we should also do sector, diversification. That money should be divided into different sectors across. Then only you will see a portfolio, all season, all weather portfolio बनेगा. Why I'm saying that, these returns prove. आप देखो 2011 में, इसमें screen visible ना? Yes.
Yes, visible.
So look at the returns. 2000. Take an example of 2011-12. Equities did not do well. Look at the kind of return that came into gold. 2017, 18, 19. Equities gave superb return, but again gold was disappointing. Again 2020, equity was disappointing. Gold gave 36% return. And debt. Again, I've considered debt में your PF and your real estate का return and somewhere down the line average return across REITs and mutual funds. So more or less, debt will give you a stable return, and other asset class, be it your gold, be it your mutual equity, mutual funds, and gold. So they will tend to move across the market. So that is the reason why asset allocation is very important. बहुत लोग को ऐसा लगता है कि नहीं रिटर्न्स खाली इक्विटीज में ही बनेगा, सो ऐसा नहीं है. अगेन यू लुक एट फ्रॉम 2011 to 2020, ऐसा नहीं है कि इक्विटीज हैव बीन द बेस्ट परफॉर्मिंग एसेट क्लास. 2011 gold was best performing, 2012 equity was best performing, 2013 international fund was best performing, 2014 small cap was best performing, and equity was really worst performer in 2015. Look at the return. And debt fund, corporate bonds, government bonds gave much better return. Again 2016 government bond was better, equities was again not performing, but 2017 equities came back, they gave a very good return. 18 was of gold, 19 was of international fund, 20 was of small cap fund. तो ऐसा नहीं है कि अगर हम सोचे कि रिटर्न्स खाली इक्विटी में बनता है, इट्स नॉट दैट. इफ यू स्टे इन वन एसेट क्लास, वोलेटिलिटी बहुत ज्यादा हो जाती है. If equity goes down by -50, definitely, you know, we all are human beings, and you know what happens to our mental state of mind. But the more, you know, the way, if we divide our investments into different asset class, again ऐसा नहीं है कि सब में बहुत ज्यादा कंजर्वेटिव होना है, एग्रेसिव होना. इट ऑल डिपेंड्स अपॉन योर गोल. इफ यू नीड मोस्ट ऑफ योर मनी टुवर्ड्स योर रिटायरमेंट प्लानिंग, definitely your allocation should be higher towards equity. If you need money after 2 years, 3 years only, let's suppose if your son higher education is coming after 2 years, definitely you should not put money into equities. You should put into, I would say, some part into debt, corporate FDs, or maybe some part into hybrid funds, depending upon the tenure, 2, 3, 5 years. So very, very important. Now, friends, we'll play a very, unique game. I think this is the first time I'm sharing it. And let's play a game. And again, let's understand with real data how asset allocation plays a very, very important role before we move ahead to some of the other important and very, very interesting slides. So let me just, share the game with you. Yeah, is the yellow screen visible to all?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what I would need out here, so I need 4 volunteers out here. So anybody would like to volunteer, please raise your hands, or you can type your name in the chat box. So we'll play different rounds. We'll have 2, 3 more volunteers. Okay, so we have, okay, 1 minute. Okay, so we have 3. We have Bishwaru, we have Mek, we have Amy, and I need 1 more volunteer. Yes. So I've got 3, 1 more volunteer. Okay, I'll write the name Bishwadeep, sorry. So it's Bishwadeep. Team B is, I'll say Mek. It's a more techie name. Okay, and we have Amy, AMEY, and then I have 4th name is KD. Okay, perfect. So I have KD. Okay, let's proceed. So abhi friends, what have we done here? Ye simple, you are seeing this roulette. I think we are not getting the opportunity to go to casinos, and probably, you know, कोई भी game खेलने का भी option नहीं मिल रहा है wherever. ये एक सिंपल गेम बनाया हमने जिसमें आपके पास 4 एसेट क्लास है. चाहे तो आप डेट में पैसा डालिए, डेट मींस एफडी हो गया, फिक्स्ड रिटर्न हो गया, और यहाँ पे रिटर्न हमने फिक्स कर लिया 6% का रिटर्न. ओके, लॉन्गर टर्म कि 6% का रिटर्न अपने को मिलेगा. एक हो गया इक्विटीज में आप लगा रहे हो पैसा, सर्टेन मनी, एंड यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग इनटू गोल्ड, एंड यू आर इन्वेस्टिंग इनटू इंटरनेशनल इक्विटी. ओके, वी विल प्रैक्टिकली सी कि क्या होता है, कि वेदर एसेट एलोकेशन जो बोल रहे हैं, डज इट मेक सेंस. we'll practically see with past data, real life datas, and we'll see how portfolio grows. Okay, so abhi let's take a simple illustration, and okay, let's first team mein aate. Let me first come to Bishwaroop. Yes, Bishwadeep, sorry. Bishwadeep, what would be your asset allocation? आप कितना पैसा, कितना अमाउंट आप डेट में डालोगे, कितना गोल्ड, इक्विटी एंड इंटरनेशनल फंड? बाय द टाइम अदर्स, या तो आप you can put it,
yeah, so
you can speak.
So equity, for equity, 40%.
Okay.
Gold 15%.
15, okay.
Devt 20%.
Okay.
So
25%.
so I'll increase little bit in gold. I'll make it 20.
Okay. ठीक है.
So remaining is equity.
Okay. Okay. What about MEC?
Hello. I'll invest in 4 of equal amounts, like 25%, 25%.
Okay, perfect. Yes. What about AMI? Yes.
Debt 20.
Okay.
Equity maybe 60.
Okay.
Gold 10.
Okay.
And then remaining
10.
10.
Okay. 10. Okay. And Mr. KD, yes.
I'll put debt is 20, gold is 25, equity 30, and international bond 25. No, equity is 30.
Okay, sorry. 25. Perfect. ठीक है. अभी ये
No, sorry. Gold is 25, equity 30, international bond 25.
Equity 30, gold is 25. Sorry. So अभी what we'll do, ये same allocation रहेगा. We'll not change this allocation and we'll play 3 rounds. Okay. And 10 lakhs is the basic benchmark, which has been given to all the team members. And let's see क्या return आता है. Okay. So let's suppose, I don't know ये कौन सा साल का data है. This is one particular day. ये Nifty का actual date है. Okay. This is the actual date. एक दिन था जब Nifty का ये price था. This was the gold price. This was the Nasdaq price. Let's see what returns it comes, and this investment is for 1 year. Okay, this is a particular date. यहाँ से 1 साल के लिए हम लोग investment कर रहे हैं, and we see what is the return. Perfect. Okay. So friends, this was year 2012, and you can see in 2012 debt का return 6% constant था हमारे portfolio में. Gold was down minus 11%. Equity, Indian equity also did not give return, but it was Nasdaq International Equity which gave return to our portfolio. Now, are we understanding the relevance of having, asset allocation? एक ऐसा साल था 2012 जिसमें फिक्स्ड डिपॉजिट में जो आपने रखा पीएफ का रिटर्न आया, बट डेट और गोल्ड दोनों मिला के नेगेटिव रिटर्न था, फ्लैट रिटर्न था, but it was international fund which gave you return of around 15%. This is the beauty of asset allocation. ओके अब अपने नंबर्स चेंज करते हैं. ओके ओके सो ऑन वन फाइन डे योर निफ्टी वाज 5333, gold was 2053, Nasdaq was 2350. Okay, now with the same allocation, let's see what is the return. I think वो similar year का आ गया return. 2012 था, this was 2011. Again, Nifty के लिए 11-12 was bad. We have just seen in the previous slide. And again, gold gave 35% return from 2011 to 2012, and Nasdaq gave 17% return. Debt gave 6% return. So if I look at the portfolio, so Vishwadeep portfolio is 22 lakhs. 22 lakh 70,000. MEC is 23 lakh 32,000. AMI is 21 lakh 67, and KD is 23 lakh 24,000. And we'll play last one round. Okay, so this is the again another data where on one fine day Nifty is 1342, gold price was $411 per ounce, and Nasdaq was 2694. Let's see what exactly. Okay, this was a dot-com crisis. 2000-2001 में जो dot-com crisis आया था, where again equity market across worldwide did very bad. Market had fallen, but we got some stable return from the debt part and the gold part. So sometimes a scenario may come whereby we get negative returns, and the other asset class will give stability to your portfolio. That is why it's always says that don't put all your eggs into one basket, and we should try and diversify our investments very thoroughly. So we'll play one more round. So can we have another 4 volunteers and we'll just play this round 3 times and we'll just see.
Yes.
Can we get? Can we raise our hands? Ami, आपका मैं lower कर देता हूँ. KD, I'll just lower your hands. Okay. So. So I have Prateek Chaudhary. I have. Sir, I could not get your name. So. Hanuman. Okay. And Prateek, yes, another 2 volunteers. Okay, I have Raj and I have Mr. Prateek Mandal. Perfect. So I've got 4. Let's quickly start. Yes, sir. What would be your allocation? 1 minute. I'll change the name. So I'll take again. Mr. Hanuman. I have Mr. Prateek. I have Mr. Raj and I have Mr. again Prateek. Pratik. Okay, perfect. So let me quickly proceed. Yes, yes, sir. What would be your allocation?
20,
20,
60,
20, 60,
10, 10.
10, 10. Okay. And Prateek, आपका? Yeah, Prateek, you need to unmute.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
So it would be 40,
40,
30,
40, 30,
and 30 in gold.
30, 30. Okay. Okay, no exposure into overseas. Okay. And Raj, what is your allocation?
20,
20,
20,
20,
30,
30, 10. And Prateek, yes.
30,
30,
20,
20,
30,
30,
20.
20. Yeah, perfect. So I would quickly mute. I think some background noises are. Yeah, perfect. So let's again, we will again this data I don't know कौन से साल का data है. I don't know which exactly year it is. So these are the data. This is Nifty, this is gold, this is Nasdaq, and let's see what returns do we make. Okay, I think there is some error. कहीं 100 नहीं हो रहा है.
Error with Raj. Yeah.
Raj is not 100%.
Okay. राज आपका एलोकेशन कुछ मिस्टेक है, मैंने भी ध्यान नहीं दिया. आपका डेट कितना कर दूं? 10 बढ़ा देता हूँ. चलिए, सॉरी, इसको 30 कर देते हैं. लेट्स सी.
Even Hanuman gold is 19%. That I think you have to.
Sorry, yeah, it will be 10. Okay, 60, 70, 80, and let's take इसको 20 कर देते हैं. Let's see. So again, very peculiar scenario. 2000, when again that dot-com crisis happened, and we have seen only it was instant return like the gold which gave us single return. So let's take another round. This is 2011, when again your international market gold did well. Probably Indian markets did not did well in 2011. But 9 to 11 was a good rally. And in 11 we saw some correction. I think it's hang ho gaya hai. Perfect. So we'll see one last round and just see kya allocation रहता है. So this was 2015 to 16, very flat kind of a market. None of the asset class did very great or gave a great return, but certainly we could make out that yes, asset allocation is something really very important. And sometimes अगर कुछ बड़ा झटका globally आता है, and global transformation happens, global disruption happens, the way things are happening across China, US, it really makes more sense to put money into a diversified asset class, into different basket. Okay, perfect. So and this slide clearly shows that one asset class is not good enough, and we have seen the returns that like equity is not the best performer maybe in a particular year, but yes, if you have a longer term goal, 10 साल का अगर आपका गोल है, horizon है, definitely you should have equities. अगर short term goals है, equity can be risky. So from that perspective, is like, you know, we should try and create a portfolio. Again, building a winning combination is like ones and twos and hitting fours and sixes. So ones and twos is like, you know, build a portfolio through SIP. Every month you keep on accumulating certain money, 5,000, 10,000, 20,000, it keeps going and you don't realize बाद में चल के सबसे बड़ा कॉर्पस आपका SIP का होता है. And fours and sixes is like, you know, a time when yes, markets are going up right now. So अभी आप अपना equity में you can play, good IPOs are coming, you should participate and try and make money out of it. So it's like hitting fours and sixes. But yes, when pitch is bad, market is not good, that is the time, you know, we should change our focus, and the focus should be on ones and twos and, you know, building portfolio. So this is a winning combination, friends. Ones and twos is a part of your SIP. SIP आपका PF भी आ जाता है, because PF में आपका monthly contribution जाता है. So वो debt funds भी आ गए, आपके gold funds भी आ गए. आपको अगर gold में भी SIP करना है, debt में भी करना है, और आपको normal equities में भी करना है, जो भी है, because you are accumulating very very gradually. आप units accumulate करते जा रहे हो. And again, if you get opportunity, the like we get it last year or probably अभी लग रहा है, provide the way global liquidity is there, the way, you know, domestic participation is going up, FII participation is going up. It seems that yes, the party will last for certain more time, some more months, or maybe a year or so. We don't know, but at least we should, you know, try and hit some fours and sixes. So it's very important that we be in the market, we keep connected, we keep reading, and that will give us a fair bit of understanding that, you know, how it can make. So again, goal is very very important, and I'll give you one simple illustration how we can create wealth. Simple. If some of you, you know, cannot participate, बहुत ज़्यादा अगर आपको दिमाग नहीं लगाना है, then also in a very very easy way you can create wealth. I'll give a very simple illustration. Let's suppose there are two gentlemen, one Ram, one Sham, and both of them joined a company at the age of 25. और वो लोग 30 years के बाद रिटायर करेंगे, ठीक है. 55 में they will retire. At the age of 25 they have joined, and 30,000 तक he will make investment of 10,000 rupees per month. 10,000 rupees Ram is saying, यार मैं आज ज्वाइन किया हूँ, मैं 10,000 रुपये आज इन्वेस्ट करता हूँ पर मंथ, और मैं अगले 30 years तक करता रहूंगा. 9% सिंपल रेट ऑफ रिटर्न पकड़ते हैं, ठीक है. Sham, what happened to Sham? Sham said, यार I have just started my job, let me enjoy. थोड़ा enjoy करते हैं, कुछ और goals है, dreams है, उसको fulfill करते हैं. इन्वेस्टमेंट यार लेटर स्टार्ट करेंगे, अभी तो बहुत टाइम बचा हुआ है, I have lot of time. So Sham started investing at the age of 40, but he will retire at the age of 55. Sham के पास सिर्फ 15 साल है इन्वेस्टमेंट करने के लिए, and Sham started with 25,000. So friends, आप अगर देखोगे, राम ने सिर्फ 10,000 रुपीज इन्वेस्ट किया 30 years के लिए. एक साल में 1,20,000 रुपया, 1,20,000 in 30 years. Ram has invested 36 lakh, but Sham has invested 25,000 per month, per annum 3 lakh. In 15 years, Sham has invested 45 lakhs. Ram has just invested 36 lakh. Sham has invested 45 lakh. But look at the difference in the wealth of Ram and Sham. Ram's total wealth is 1.84 crores and Sham's wealth is only 95 lakhs. This is what is called power of compounding, friend, and that's why Einstein has called power of compounding as the 8th wonder of the world. This could be the biggest takeaway of this session for some of you who are attending it for the first time and you know, are not very clear with the concept of power of compounding. But trust me, it does not matter how much you are saving. What matter is how long you are saving. Look at the difference. 36 lakh becomes 1.84 crores. 45 lakhs just became 95 lakhs. He invested for 30 years. He invested for 15 years. This is a difference. Multiplication happens very, very fast. And I'll show a simple example. Let's suppose if you are investing 10,000 per month, and if you are investing in a product like PPF and you know, NPS, whatever it is, debt funds, after 20 years, it will become 60 lakhs. And again, if you get invest in equity funds, if you get 15% return, 20 साल के बाद it will become 1.52 crores. But rather my approach would be to have a balanced approach where we invest in a mix of debt and equity, and जहाँ पे we can get around close to 12%, 11% odd return, and we can accumulate close to 1 CR. So the idea is you need to calculate that, okay, I need maybe 2 crores, 3 crores for my retirement, depending upon my current lifestyle. And uske hisab se you should back calculate the amount that, okay, itni a monthly amount I should invest to achieve this amount. If you wish to save, let's suppose you want after 20 years, you want close to 2 crores, you need to save 20,000 per month. Simple calculation. I've given you this, calculator where you can plan, and you can take a mix of all the product. And certainly if you normally what has been seen, if your product is balanced, you have Indian equities, international equity, debt, gold, normally you get around close to 12% return. Comfortably you'll be able to make it, but in between there would be crises. So don't get afraid by all those crises, because you have done your proper asset allocation. Like 2020, a lot of my friends came and say that, hey, I want to redeem my portfolio. I just asked them, when do you need money? He said, yaar, abhi to nahi chahiye, after 10 years, after 15 years. Somebody said, I don't need this money. Maybe I don't know when I'll need it. So I say, why are you stopping your investment? And why are you taking your money out? In next 10 years, again, 4 crises like this will come. So identify, if yes, you would need money after 1 year, you should start exiting every month in a scattered way, so that whatever best we could make out. So there would be times when you will get correction, but friends, don't get afraid, don't get carried away. People who have stayed in the market have made more money than people who are done in and out. And everybody, you can ask anybody, money has been made while if you have stayed invested in the market. So when wickets are falling, it's time to review portfolio. There could be instances that yes, when portfolio is not performing well, maybe certain funds are not doing well. Could be because हमने एक IT फंड लिया था, अब IT का टाइम चेंज हो गया, या आज से 3 साल पहले जो फार्मा फंड लिए थे लास्ट 4 साल से नहीं परफॉर्म कर रहा था, but suddenly 1 year में it gave around 150% return. So it's time to review the portfolio. And if again wickets are falling, pitch is bad, लग रहा है कि नहीं, internationally things are really very bad, Dow Jones is getting corrected, global liquidity यहाँ से suck out हो रहा है, central banks, then it's a time to review and rebalance the portfolio. So sometimes rebalancing plays a really very, very important role. So a simple illustration, 2015, this could be a portfolio where you have equity, US equity, maybe international funds, bonds. But again, 2016 returns may keep changing and you need to analyze and rebalance. अभी लग रहा है equity में correction आ गया है, या अभी लग रहा है equity बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया है. If you have goals near future, 1 साल 2 साल बाद need money, you can start pulling out now. But if you want money after 10 years, and if you're doing an SIP, it does not make sense to do any changes. Let it continue. As I said, in and out is really very expensive. So it is the attitude of the investor. आप अगर 20 साल का मार्केट का इतिहास लेंगे ना, मार्केट में एवरेज 15% का रिटर्न दिया हर साल. If anybody would have invested in Bombay Stock Exchange or NSE or index fund and would have simply sleepen, सो भी जाता तो भी सालाना 15% का रिटर्न दिया है. बट अगर हम देखें इन्वेस्टर को कितना रिटर्न मिला है, तो हार्डली देयर आर 5% इन्वेस्टर्स हु हैव मेड कंटिन्यूअसली consistently 15% return, because we have not stayed in the market. The same applies with if I take example, मैं अपनी example लूँ घर का, even my father, they are trading from last 20-30 years, but they were trading, they were not investing. So again, market has become from 100 to 50,000, Nifty has gone, but our portfolio has not gone to that level. It has not gone, because it is, as I said, it is the attitude which matters. It is the strategy matters, and how long we are there, what purpose we are investing. If we are very clear from day one, I think we can really create miracles to our wealth creation process. And last 2-3 quotes which I really love about: sometimes big money is not made in buying and selling, but in waiting. And as said by Charlie Munger, Warren Buffett has said, stock market is a device from transferring money from impatient to patient investor. You need to be patient sometimes. And wealth creation is not determined only by your investment performance, but by your behavior. Because market to diya hai, chahe Indian market ho, chahe US market ho, market has given return. Whether we have not taken it or we have taken it, it completely depends upon our investment behavior. Perfect. So now I think, sorry, I have extended 15 minutes beyond time. I'll take your questions. So this is my way of, as a financial advisor, this is what I feel, that, wealth creation is not just about a good advice. It is more than that. It is not also about the investment returns. Sometimes it has happened ki, the returns have not been very good with some of our investors. But what is more important is the guidance that you can trust. If you feel that, okay, he or she or probably anybody is guiding you and you trust the guidance of that person, certainly, portfolio will flourish and returns will come, because conviction is something which is very, very important when we run any investment portfolio. So this is what I feel. And this is just to share that I authored a book last year. It is available in Amazon, Financial Wellness Cinematics. So I linked all financial concepts with cinemas, 21 chapters, 21 movies, linking each financial concepts with each movies. So if you want to understand in a simplified way, you can do that. Today I tried to link it with sports, so that again, sports is something very close to our heart. We understand and we can carry the concepts very, very well. Perfect. Thank you. So now I'm open to all your questions. So would be happy, to take your questions and discuss. Yes.
Hi, Saurabh. I have a question.
Yeah.
Actually, my father is retired. He has got some money. So, what is the best way for him to invest?
KD, what we'll do now, after the session, I'll just share my number. Okay. So we will connect, because it's like a personalized stuff. I need to have his amount and, abhi wo kahan invested hai. So we will take it up one-on-one financial planning, probably, once we connect after the session.
But in general, is there any?
Yeah, in general, see, retirement purpose, first thing he should go and he should invest in senior citizen savings scheme. Okay, that is the best way. 15 lakhs you can do in senior citizen savings scheme. You can do in PMYYY, another 15 lakhs Pradhan Mantri via Vandana Yojana. 30 lakhs you can comfortably park there. After that, you should come and put 20% of your allocation should be in equity. This is what I tell to any person who has a retirement kitty. Because ये जितने senior citizen savings scheme है, PMYY है, इनका returns कम होते जाएगा. And how the returns can be compensated? If you are invested into 20% into equity, that will take care of the fall in interest rate. So this is what my suggestion would be.
Got it. Thank you.
Saurabh, Pradeep here. I have a question on mutual fund.
Yes.
Is ICICI Prudential Mutual Fund good? What is your reading on its performance, please?
Good fund. They are very stable category. They don't take extraordinary risk. If you look at the consistency, they are very consistent. ICICI is very good. Axis is very good in terms of equity. Mirai Asset is a very good fund house. So these three are really very good.
Right, because why I'm asking, Saurabh, is, I have invested for last 5 years into Prudential and taken the maximizer fund, but I have not got that much of return. So what is happening that every year
they... What? This is life or what?
No. Fully this one, yeah.
No, you're talking about a maximizer. It is ICICI Prudential Life Insurance.
Yeah, maximizer is a fully equity only. It is not equity, for life.
But again, it's a ULIP product. Okay, it's not a mutual fund. So again, try and understand, when you buy any ULIP product, the charges are very, very high, and you will not get in India. I'm telling you, none of the ULIP product except for Bajaj Allianz ULIP, they have never given returns. So they have never given double-digit return, or they have not been able to beat the performance of mutual funds. Because see, mutual fund में आपका expense ratio है 1.5, वहाँ पे expense ratio है 4 to 5%, and plus in insurance, lot of hidden charges are there in terms of your mortality charges. It keeps on going up, and your fees keeps coming down. So it is really so please avoid. I would certainly suggest you, if it is more than 5 years you have stayed invested, just come out of the ULIP and better invest into mutual funds, because ULIPs have really been very painful, and I've come across with a lot of experience of my clients.
So what are the difference, Saurabh? There's ULIP and mutual fund?
See, mutual fund, as I said, first difference is expense ratio. Okay. So let's suppose if you invest 100 rupees, आपका 5 rupees initially debit हो जाता है, 95 rupees invested रहता है.
Correct, yeah.
Day one say you are -5. But in mutual funds, your 100 rupees get invested, And on daily basis, there are certain management fees which they accrue over the years. First difference ये हो गया. Second ये हो गया charges का. वहाँ पे yearly charges are very high. You have a mortality charges. आपके life के हिसाब से आपके age के हिसाब से you pay an insurance charge also. Like the term insurance का premium is also embedded. So that cost you have to bore. Those are not there in mutual funds. And plus transparency is not there in terms of portfolio. They don't disclose what portfolio, what stock they are maintaining. Where in mutual funds, at least हम mid cap में लगाए हैं, small cap में लगाए हैं. So those transparency is there.
Okay, so you're saying this ICICI Prudential that fund is not 100% mutual. It's a ULIP, is it?
The insurance product, sir, maximizer.
It's a ULIP product you are saying.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Some bankers might have given it to you.
Okay, acha.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Saurabh. Thank you.
Friends, एक simple link मैंने share किया. You can just click and give your reviews about the session. So that would certainly help us to improve and to bring new concepts which you want. Like next month, we are thinking of bringing in a concept of how to do stock selection the Warren Buffett way. We'll take you to Warren Buffett website and certain parameters. So whatever your views, you can just share your reviews.
Sir, one more question I have. Like suppose I have some money in mutual fund, so can it be like pull out at any moment of time, or will it?
Anytime. Only tax saving mutual funds, there is a 3-year lock-in. Apart from that, most of the mutual funds there is an exit load if you withdraw less than 1 year, but you can withdraw that also at any point of time.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, here it is Tathagata over here. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Actually, I am targeting for a 9 lakh corpus in given period. As of now, I'm student actually, PG student. So after that, I am actually planning to go to accumulate at least 9 lakhs in a period of 5 years, say. So as of now, I do have like equities account also, and I am invested in equities and SGBs. So like going forward, what would you suggest for me, like for generating 9 lakh corpus in 5 years?
See again, what's your age right now? As you said, you are very young.
25.
25. So I think definitely you should have 70%. You should have allocation to equities, and equity is certain amount. Like large cap, if you are holding, you can hold large cap shares. But if you want to play flexi cap, mid cap kind of a funds, you should do SIP through mutual funds, because from 25 to 50, I showed you that journey. If you get almost 15% return in next 20 years, it can do certainly miracles for you. Okay. So maybe we can connect, and I'll make a first financial plan for you, understand your risk appetite, and then I think we should choose the respective fund. Yeah, hi sir.
Hanmant here. Yeah. Regarding mutual fund, what's your view on index funds instead of regular fund? I think for index fund have a lower expense ratio. Yeah, but how about the return?
See again, a lot of people have this query whether we should take index fund or whether we should take normal funds. See, index fund will perform only when, suppose today if you look at the Nifty index, there are 5 to 7 stocks which have 50% weightage. ICICI Bank, HDFC Twins, you have TCS, Infosys, HUL, Reliance. These 6 compute, इनका सबका weightage ले लेंगे, the Nifty weightage is almost 50%. So let's suppose if only these 6-7 counters are doing well, others are doing bad, index fund will do well. Okay. Normally, if I'm talking about a shorter term period, but if you take a longer term period when as a basket, the entire stocks or maybe entire bucket does well, then if you see in the longer term, the normal funds, they have almost many a times outperformed the index fund, especially in case of mid cap and small cap. If you take the index fund vis-a-vis, if you take normal funds or any flexi cap fund, they have considerably outperformed with a large margin to index fund. Yes, if you are taking a large cap fund, then you can stick to Nifty 50. There the divergence is very, very small, 1.5%. So for large cap, you can stick to Sensex or Nifty fund. But if you are into flexi cap, mid cap kind of a fund, definitely if you see 10-year performance, the the outperformance is really with a very, very huge margin.
Yeah, thanks for clarification. Yeah.
Yes, any query, I've shared my number. You can connect with me. You can just text hi in WhatsApp and maybe, you know, we can connect. Any query you have pertaining to your financial planning, anything. Yes, anything. I've also shared a review small link to receive.
Hello.
Yeah, hi Gopi.
Hi Jay. One question. Converting from regular funds to direct funds. So is that advisable or considering the expense ratio? And what's your inputs on that, Saroji?
See, if you can manage on your own, definitely you can. But if you feel that yes, you need an advisor, and if your advisor is adding value to you, certainly it makes sense to, you know, be with them. Because
Okay.
I've seen people who are doing directly, they have 60, 70 folios. They did not realize they were buying haphazardly, but you know, certainly we have to consolidate and get things aligned. So the moment, see, now if the portfolio is small, it is okay, you can manage. But
Okay.
you feel that yes, maybe you are becoming busy and you don't get time. So then it makes sense probably if you can take a help of a professional.
Okay. Thanks, Jay. Thanks for clarification.
Yes, any PGI mutual fund house mid cap fund. Yes, it's a very good fund, Suresh. Sorry, I just saw. It's a very good fund. Fund has been performing very well since last 3 years. Earlier it was DHFL. So PGIM is Prudential Global Investment Managers. They are USA's, America's uh, fifth, I think fourth or fifth largest asset management company, and they are world's 10th largest asset management company. Okay, so they are really very good fund. It's a very good fund house. After they have taken over the performance, corporate governance, everything has improved. So certainly, you know, we recommend PGIM funds. In fact, PGIM Global Opportunity Fund, we have recommended to a lot of our clients, and the fund has delivered superb return in last 1 year. The philosophy of that fund is that it invests in top 20 companies across the world. So it has Apple, Google, Amazon, Netflix, Alibaba, and you know, all those top 20 companies across the world. So it's certainly, you know, it's a good fund. Yes, any query? Where do you see equity markets in 1 year in the near term? See, honestly, Naresh, predicting the market is really, honestly speaking, is next to impossible. Today, it's looking that yes, this bull run will continue for 1 year, but suddenly, if any global crisis happened, you know, anything happened, it's really a very tough call to predict. It's just that we need to understand for what purpose we are investing. If you are invested for 10 years, 15 years, you don't need to worry about what will happen after 1 year. And if you are doing SIP, it is more good if, you know, things go bad in 1 year, you will get more units and you will acquire. But yes, if you need to withdraw money after 1 year, then definitely, since the market is at all-time high level, we should take money out gradually.
Thank you, sir, and I appreciate your insight.
Thank you,
and
sir.
thanks for inviting as well.
Most welcome. For a retired person, what should be the ideal way of investing extra money? So I think I said first money should go into your PMYYY and your senior citizen scheme. After that, you should come to equity mutual funds, balanced advantage funds, but 20% should be into equities. That's what we have done a lot of analysis and study that when interest rate goes down, that fall in interest rate will be compensated by your rise in equity exposure. That returns will give, which the equity will give you, that will be compensated. Perfect. Anything else? Any query, friends? And I've already shared my coordinates, so would be happy to connect with you for one-on-one financial planning. If you want to connect, I've also shared my mobile number, so you know, we can connect comfortably.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your time and all the information.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah. Thank you. Okay.
Thank
you.
Bye, sir. Bye. Have a nice time.
Yeah, bye.
Thank you.